What's going on, and welcome back. So I made a little purchase for Coyote Ugly. We bought us a new intake tube, so wanted to do a comparison between what I had on there and also what comes with the control pack for the Gen 1. So let's check that out. Now I measured the diameters, the inside diameters at the throttle body, also measured the inside diameters at the mass air flow sensor, and I wanted to show what I come up with. All right, so this is the current eBay intake, and this is for 11 to 14 Mustang GT. As you can see, I measured the inside diameter at the throttle body of 84 millimeters. Now at the mass airflow sensor, it actually measured about 82 millimeters. So 82 millimeters, that's pretty small. So, and you can kind of see it, it looks like it necks down a little bit before, you know, it opens up for the filter. Now this is supposed to be a, you know, stock replacement, no tune air intake, so I think we're losing a good bit of horsepower on this one. I actually went with this just to kind of clean up the engine bay when I was just getting the car running, so I wasn't too terribly worried about, you know, making a lot more power. But you know, now that the car's together and I am racing it, I should have just went with something better to begin with. But anyway, that's beside the point. So yesterday I picked up a JLT intake locally from a guy. Got a real good deal on it. Now this one is for a 15 to 17 Mustang GT, so I'm gonna have to work it a little bit to get it to fit. I'm not gonna be able to bolt it right on because I can't use a straight coupling due to the 2018 Mustang GT intake on it, intake manifold. It actually aims the throttle body more up and at an angle, so that's causing me fitment issues. But anyway, we'll get it figured out. I think a 45-degree coupling should do the job. But anyway, I'm not sure if you can see where I wrote on this, but the inside diameter of this is 90 millimeters at the throttle body. So that's about 6 millimeters more than the 84 that I had on it. And then we also measured, which not sure if you're gonna be able to see that, but at the mass airflow sensor, I measured between 108 and 109 millimeters on the inside. I think JLT advertises this as 110. It's close, but not quite. But either way, compared to 82, yeah, that's a huge difference. And as you can see, you know, just side by side, huge difference. So I think that'll get me quite a bit more power. I also measured the stock one, and I believe I wrote it on here, and the mass airflow sensor actually plugs into the air box. So I measured it there and just kind of wrote it here on this clamp, and it measured right at 86. So this intake is actually smaller than the stock one at the mass airflow sensor. Now the rest of the tube is pretty small, maybe about the same size in comparison. Pretty close maybe. I don't know, it's hard to tell, but like I said, this is supposed to be a no-tune intake, so it's probably real close to the same size. And obviously the JLT is much bigger. So, you know, probably leaving several horsepower on the table just with that. And just to give you an idea, hopefully the fan noise isn't interrupting too bad, but as you can see, I had to move my relay and circuit breaker for my fan out of the way just to try to test fit this thing in here. And As you can see, that throttle body is at quite the steep angle there, with the 2018 intake manifold, but we'll get it in there. Like I said, I'll probably just get a 45-degree coupler, and it should be good. 3.5 inch to 4 inch. So I think that's all it'll take, honestly. But we'll get that ordered up. Should be able to find something on eBay of decent quality, I'm sure. But we'll get it ordered up and get this thing test fitted, and it'll be ready to go once I get the new tune. So, all right, so it's a couple days later, and I've got the new elbow or coupler, whatever you want to say. 45-degree, 4 inch on one end, 3.5 on the other, and hopefully this is what I need to get the JLT intake tube installed and hopefully clear everything. We'll see, but let me get this going and we'll be back. All right, so after some trimming of the coupler, we got the JLT intake tube installed. So hopefully that'll work. I got a couple more things to do. I do need to get a cap, like a vacuum cap for this, or maybe a plug to go in there. Gotta get that. Of course, put the intake cover back on. But mass air meter is installed. I do need to remount my fan relay and circuit breaker. Gotta figure out what to do with that. I think I might be able to go right back here. But that's it, and then get the tune. So hopefully we'll make some more power and we'll get this car running right. But that's it for today. Stay tuned for the tune. Once I get the tune, I'll make another video on that and do some data logs and see what we get. So, but anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.